Louis, or something like that, St. Louis University.
Okay, yeah, and I did, and so I went back to grad school. The Air Force sent me back to grad school after my first tour to Penn State to get my master's degree, and then I owed them, you know, signed my life away for grad school for another 4 years or whatever, but it turned out to be a good deal there. When I was doing that, was about when we were doing what was the Weather Service was called the modernization, which was 20 years ago. They got rid of about a third of the offices, I think, because that's when they shut down Madison.
Yeah.
They got rid of about a third of the employees too,
Yeah.
thing, and consolidated in offices like this. This particular office and building was the second one built in terms of prototypes for modernization. They
I would
built-
say it's been a long time since
it's,
been here.
yeah, this has been one of the.
I was working when it was built.
Were you? Okay, yeah, so it was one of it was the second one built. The first one was built down in Melbourne, Florida, down near Cape Canaveral.
That's right.
And then this one was built, and there's some disadvantages of us being second, is that if you went to some other Weather Service offices, you'll see that they would have learned from some things that they didn't do as well here. We have my office, and we have one more office. It used to be a radio room. And then our science officer and other folks are stuck out in Cubicleville here. All the offices that were built after this have some other private offices, and they have more space for the forecasters when they're not working shifts to have their own cubicles to do work and such there. These offices also have, if you look at this door frame here, this is solid poured concrete wall, and then you see this thing here is concrete behind steel with three great big hinges in here with like a 600-pound solid metal door. The goal being, if there's a tornado coming towards this building, we put the tornado warning out the last minute, come in here, close the door, and the building flies apart. And this poured concrete wall and door keeps us safe. There's a phone line in here so we can call out and say, hey, the weather office just got wiped out. This being a second office, this is all poured concrete, walls and doors, the roof is not. So we might be standing in here and poof, the whole building goes there and we'll be able to see the sky overhead. After this building, they're all concrete roofs as well, so it's like a bank vault in the other offices, but this one doesn't have, so it's not exactly ideal.
I was aware of that, but I didn't know about the ceiling.
Yeah, they told me you don't have a concrete ceiling. I think that's not a good thing. So let's go in here. And,
That's funny.
so all the offices have cubicles for people to be working in here. And this is where everything happens. So we've got 5 different workstations here. The AWIF workstations where we're doing all our forecasting. Steve, the lead forecaster over there, is putting out the basically forecast from tomorrow night out to 7 days that the news media is going to see, and he's looking at model data and stuff. The temperature, he has, last I saw, 37, well, Jeff or Sue just added another one. I think there's the maximum temperature 3 days from now. Steve gets to choose from 37 different pieces of advice, different model output, combinations of the model output, the MOS, the model output statistics. So he's got to figure out which number of the 38 different pieces of advice. Same thing for chance of rain, probability of precip, all that kind of stuff. We've got so much data coming in here right now that it's the challenge now is how do we sort through it.
Yeah,
the computers are what
thinking.
allowing us
Which you choose.
to sort through it. And have you got, Steve, you got time to give us a little tour?
Of this stuff?
Yeah,
Sure.
a little bit. Let's go. Just graduated this spring and came up from North Carolina to join us here a month ago, 2 months ago.
A month and 2 weeks, a month and a week.
A month and a week, yeah. So she's brand new. She's the most recent hire in the office, but she's not going to be the junior person in about 3 weeks or so. 3 weeks or so. We'll have some more people coming in. Here. So you catch all of that. Anyways, go on in there. You can see. Take a look at Steve. Steve can show you at least some of the model data.